Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new or just clicked on this video, thank you very much. My name is Alexis and this is the Goddess of Daydreams Tarot. Today we'll be going over the energies that are coming through the holiday Lammas. Or as the other saying, Lugnasa. I don't know, it's spelled so tongue twisting way, but I'm just gonna say the other word, Lammas. Anyway, it is the time of the first harvest where we are kind of beginning to close down into the summer season, and we are going to start off going into the autumn season. We're celebrating the first harvest during this time where a lot of crops are starting to bloom and a lot of food and items are being harvested. Now, how that is going to look for the collective, we're going to be seeing the energies that you are going to start harvesting during this time. Please take what resonates, and I hope you receive the insight, answers, and clarity through this reading. Now, I'm starting off with some oracles to kind of get the overall energy of Lammas. We're going to start with, the Les Vampires Oracle, along with the Oracle of Shadows and Light. All right, let's see what you got. Spirit, what else do you have for the collective, for Lammas or Lugnasa? I swear one of these days I'm gonna say it right. First harvest. All right. Okay, it looks like for a lot of you guys, you are harvesting a really strong backbone and harvesting a lot of protective energy. First card I have is Prey. Stalked, invaded, watched. And then we have Voodoo in Blue. Back off. So there's already a strong energy that a lot of you guys have been dealing with a entity or an entity attachment for quite some time, and you're sick of it. So it looks like for the rest of the summer and going into the fall, you are harvesting all of the divine power available to you, within you, and above you to fend off this energy. I feel like a lot of you are like coming into maybe realization that you're going to have to step up your protective game. I do see that for a couple of you, you are looking into the hoodoo or voodoo practices. Just be careful when studying these energies. Know how you're going to protect yourself and that you're not going to be calling in more negative or demonic forces towards you. And that goes for not just only the hoodoo and voodoo, but for all spiritual practices, even like the main religious ones. But I do sense for a lot of you, you're going to be coming up with new rituals, new ways, or incorporating new energies and new practices to fend off this negative force that has been preying on you for quite some time. You are kind of like upping up your arsenal. I do see maybe for some of you, you are getting new crystals. Perhaps you're going to invest in a new type of spiritual item to help fight off these energies. For some of you, you are summoning maybe new deities or angels or saints to work with you to fight off this energy. Because I do see for some of you, it is a specific demon or entity that has been attached to you, or someone has sent this energy to you. Okay, I am kind of picking up on this storyline where for some of you in the collective, someone has been sending you a specific entity for quite some time. I'm kind of picking up like either some type of graveyard work or some type of, I'm seeing like some type of altar that's also being done with a lot of red candles and skulls. And then for the graveyard, I feel like it's this energy of like they keep going to a specific grave site. I don't know if it's old or a recently deceased person, but they're going to a specific grave to send this energy to you. Perhaps you may have a connection to someone that may have passed recently, or okay. Spirit is telling me they're trying to use an ancestor that was not really on the good side of life to come and attack you. Take what resonates. Let's go into more detail with some Pantha. Oops, it's way too many, Spirit. Yeah, I feel it's just this energy of like I'm gonna need to do more to protect myself. For some of you, you're gonna be finding new creative ways to defend yourself when you're awake and asleep. It reminds me of some time ago, I don't know if it was this year or last year, I believe it was last year, I had done a reading. It was a dream interpretation reading where I was kind of giving this insight about if an energy that kept attacking you, especially in your sleep or in your bedroom, I had put a way for you to protect yourself. I will put the link in the description, but it's basically if you have some type of protective stone or multiple of them, or if you know any protective psalms, then what you do is you place them underneath your mattress, a stone or a psalm in each corner, so that way all of the spaces is sealed. So I'm going to put a link to that reading in the description somehow, and please take a look at that. Anyway, let's go back to the current situation. And we get 3 more, Spirit. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Guys, you're dealing with something really bad. Something wants you dead. They want to kill you dead. A lot of you have escaped this energy before, but it still wants to come back. It's like this energy feels like it needs to finish the job, meaning trying to get rid of you. Oh, I got some really powerful cards here. So you guys really need to work on like summoning really powerful protective magic. First card I have is Rite. Ceremony, mystery, magic. This is, I feel, for the both the collective and your opposition right now, that you are busy making rituals in order to protect yourself, while your enemy is busy making rituals to end you or to get rid of you. But yeah, kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, there is this heavy energy here that there is someone that has been working very hard to target your life, to target everything and anything that you do. They are heavily invested in this dark magic. Like this person has surrendered themselves to this demon that they have been summoning. And they have basically became like a channel or an anchor for this demon to come into this world, to come after you. They allowed themselves to become a portal or a, what's the other word I'm looking for? They allow themselves to become a conduit for evil. While you guys, on the other hand, are trying to summon all of the protective spirits, angels, ancestors, and deities, and God to protect you from this powerful force. Like, I even feel like this is like an ancient energy that a lot of them are tapping in. Excuse me. Something was telling me an ancient evil has possessed them and is trying to come after you now. Like they have no control over this energy anymore. The energy has control of them now. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm trying to fix my camera. Sorry if it's a little dark. But yeah, that is like a big message that I'm getting through this right card here. So you really need to be careful between the end of summer and the beginning of fall, because there is a very powerful demonic force trying to get to you. Because next I have is accident, danger, caution, injury, along with death, endless harm, inevitable. Now, I was saying before, some of you may have escaped this energy before, meaning you might have been involved in a freak accident or was almost in a situation where you could have gotten like hurt almost fatally, but you were able to escape it. Maybe for some of you, it was like, I do see for some of you, you were about to be in the car accident, but something made you stop in time. Or for some of you, you were going to go out to a certain place, but you decide to skip on it. And there was like a catastrophe happening, or like an incident that happened wherever you were trying to go. I do feel that this entity is trying to lure you out into somewhere vulnerable. Give me a second. Yeah, it's an entity that wants to put you somewhere in a vulnerable position or spot where you're not going to be able to run or hide or receive any type of help. If any of you in this reading lives in like in a rural area, please be cautious, especially going out at night, because someone is going to try to set up some type of trap either when you're going out or coming back home. I'm also getting this image of like someone tying something to a tree next to a road. Now, there was this woman that had spoke about this kind of witchcraft. I forgot her name. I know it's like Stephanie something, but she's like she kind of preaches about God and like the messages that God sent her. And remember, she was talking about an incident where there was like a toy car and a person and other items being binded to a tree, and it was near a road. And apparently there was like 1 or 2 car accidents that have happened. If you come across that, you need to find, I would not say try to destroy it, but I would command your divine team to destroy that hex. Or if you do see something that is near your home that, hold on, Spirit is giving me another message. Okay, for some of you, I feel like you're finding strange items and stuff in your home or in your yard or area. Be careful how you deal with them. I would say don't touch them with your, wear something protective. Like if you have a glove, dip it in holy water or like sage it and pick up whatever like hex or charm bag that's being put in your yard or in your home. Remove it that way. You cannot touch anything with your bare hands, or else it's really going to rub off of you and it's going to stay stuck on you for a while. So be cautious of that. It's another message I'm getting through here. For some of you, you're going to have friends wanting for you to come out. Within that friend group, wow, as soon as I said that, that like kind of flinched. One of these friends that you don't really kind of get along is going to be there. And they're going to assist for you to come out. I would not go. The friend that you're not trusting, they're in a very vulnerable place for that entity to come and jump right in there, to jump right in them, excuse me, and use them as a conduit to do harm to you. Your other friends may not be aware, but this entity will use them as a setup just to get to you. Next I have is withdrawal. Quit, awakening, rejection. So I do see for this season that we're about to be in, you are making the necessary steps to break away from this energy. For some of you, you are realizing it's from a certain person or a certain place or even an item, and you are breaking that cord or that energy or connection to it or to them. When you break this cord, Spirit is telling me that's when your protection becomes stronger. I believe there's something in your home or someone that you're hanging around with that is strengthening this entity's presence in your life. And yes, Spirit and your divine team can fight it off for as long as they can. However, it will be much easier for them if you break the tether between you and this demonic force. That way they can strike the final blow. Because yeah, it's like I feel like for some of you, you've been doing a lot of this protective energy and rituals and spells on you, but this energy keeps persisting and coming to you. You need to break this connection with it. I'm going to pull maybe some tarot on it to get a little bit more insight. Excuse me. Yeah, Spirit was just telling me, in order to harvest the power that you need, something needs to be cut off. Last I have is ominence. Cautiousness, sign, insidious. Along with luck. Jackpot, fortune, reward. I feel like for this Lammas season, not only you're going to be having an increase in your protection, but you will be having an increase in luck. I do see a lot of favors are going to be turning around once you break this connection of this person or this place or thing. Whatever you break will return back to sender. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm like kind of blanking out. It's super hot. Don't mind me. But yeah, I'm not really getting anything bad after this. It's just one like extra step you need to do. You're really close to like restoring this luck energy back, or this energy for you to harvest. Let me go into the tarot now and see what else is going on. All right. Wow, this is some really interesting energies. We got 2 3s here. So definitely a lot of manifesting and conjuring going on here. So with the right card, I have the 3 of Pentacles. So definitely this person has been getting some type of help, or you have been getting some type of help when it comes to your protection or when it comes to their rituals. They're definitely going to experts and other witches, warlocks, priests and priestesses of black magic for insight and instruction. It's like they have their dark team that they're working with, and you have your team of light that you're working with. For some of you, I'm being told you need to ask God or ask God for instructions on how to protect yourself from this entity, because, or reveal to you what type of entity this is so you know how to protect yourself. For some of you, it may be like like a little shit or something like that can just easily be plucked off. Because I do see for some of you, whatever it is, it's like a little teeny tiny, like maybe like an imp or something. It's bothersome, but that can be easily dealt with. But for some of you, like I said, this is like a really ancient evil that someone has brought out, and you're going to need some extra steps and instructions on how to remove this entity. This is when, because I'm being told, like, since it's going to be different for each and every person, this could be an entity that that is familiar with your culture or through someone else's culture. So let me see, how can I put this? Like each culture has their own set of demons and entities that they usually have to watch out for, but they will use those entities to come and get to you. Now, with each and every culture, there's going to be a different way on protecting yourself from these entities. So find out through your guides, through your ancestors, and pay attention and use your discernment on certain energies that happen to you, what this entity could be. When you find out the roots of this entity, then you will know how to remove it or to protect yourself from it. So definitely it's going to be a lot of heavy research during this time. And this is great because you are harvesting knowledge on how to protect yourself and being aware of other energies and entities and how to recognize them. For some of you, I'm kind of picking up like a grimoire, like a grimoire of how to, making a grimoire on how to protect yourself from certain entities in different cultures. I'm also kind of picking up that show Supernatural, like Sam and Dean. They will have to do research on whatever monster or demon that they're dealing with, and they always find a way how to defeat it. Like with the shapeshifters, they know they got to defeat it with silver, or with certain demons it got to be with holy water, or with certain monsters it got to be like a certain root or crystal that you defeat it with. So I kind of see you're going to have to kind of be in that kind of energy, because the enemy is in this energy already. They have went and basically conjured up different type of demons and ask them to, go after you, and giving them all types of different sacrifices to see which one would be best for them. Because next I have, with accident and death, the moon card here. This is like surrender to the darkness. They have definitely been working with a lot of dark magic. Also, a heavy energy that I'm getting from this is you do not know this person. This person is very well hidden. Or you think you know them, but you don't. This person knows how to cloak themselves very well. Like, you will not be able to tell that this person knows how to do like Egyptian black magic, or you will not be able to tell that this person knows how to summon like like, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, blanking out. Yeah, you're not going to be able to like tell that this person is able to like conjure up um evil from the grave, or certain entities and like other cultures, as I've been saying. This person cloaks themselves very, very well. I'm not surprised to see this moon card here. It did came out in my pre-shuffle. For some of you, you may be dealing with a Pisces or a water sign. You could be a Pisces or a water sign. But yeah, I'm also getting an extra energy of this moon card that a lot of you really going to have to strengthen your intuition. How that's going to look is going to be different for everyone. If it's through prayer, if it's through meditation, if it's through chanting, if it's through, again, research, do what needs to be done to strengthen your discernment and intuition. Because once those energies are heightened, you are going to be able to see the energies or the cracks that you were unable to see before. Or you will be able to see the flaws of whoever is cloaking themselves. Let me get an extra card for this moon. I'm also being told for some of you in the collective, you too are going to have to cloak your energy. You know, kind of play like the dumb game for a while. Interesting. I have the star card after the moon. So we have, some type of, hold on. Now you could also be dealing with an Aquarius or an air sign, or you could be an Aquarius or an air sign. For some reason, I'm looking at the star card, and it's like this person sees you as a threat, as like something. There's something within you that is very reviving, refreshing. There's also a light about you that irks them. I have said this like multiple times in my reading, but yeah, or maybe not so much them, but the demon that they have summoned is like either they're obsessed with your light or they are bothered by your light. Because with this star card here, I get this sense that for a lot of you in the collective, you were able to still shine brightly even during the dark times. You know, despite whatever brushes of death that you have come across, you still remain in your light and you still remain in your authenticity and your power. And it just gets this, it gets this energy like even more frustrated. They can't dim you. So they're going to try to darken your situation as much as they can. And that's why I say be careful for some of you in rural areas and other places. You know, be aware of your surroundings and be careful who you go out with, and be mindful of the items and stuff that might be left in your house or around your house. Ooh, Spirit is saying for some of you, if you have access to the roof, check the roof. You might find a hex bag or some type of spell work done on the roof. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Spirit is saying to me, like, there's a couple of places, and I'm seeing more like in the city, that someone does go to the roof at night to do certain spell work. So be mindful of that. With withdrawal, I have the Three of Cups here. So I was mentioning before, I have two threes, the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So definitely a lot of heavy manifestation and creating going on here. But in this case, you are withdrawing from an energy or a person or a place or thing that you think brings a lot of joy to you, but it's a front. Going back to with the moon, like I said, this person knows how to cloak themselves very well. They act like they're with you, they're for you. They want to see you succeed and grow. But in all honesty, they just want to, again, try to dim your light and try to remove you from the equation. I don't know why. Excuse me. Piece of lint. Okay. Yeah. So this person wants to remove you. So like I had said before, someone is going to use your a group of friends as a decoy or leverage for you to come out. You're going to have to skip out. If your intuition or you have a gut feeling not to step out that day, listen to it. You know, it could be like, oh, but you know, the summer is wrapping up. You know, we outside. We got to go and have our, you know, our girl brunch or something. Like, you can do fall brunch instead. Because I'm also sensing right now, with this Lammas season or the beginning of Lammas, between Lammas and Mabon, this demon has a certain time span. They need to get to you or remove you from the face of this earth between now and Mabon. When is Mabon? I believe September 21st. So beginning of August to September 21st is like the timeline that this demon has to work with. So maybe keep some of the summer excursions a little bit private, a little bit more simple or small, because somebody's out to get you towards the end of the summer. I'm going to pull an extra card for this Three of Cups. So with the Three of Cups, I have the Five of Cups. So yeah, they got a mask on because this is how they really feel. Like, they're sad because for some reason you are affecting their life. Mind you, you're not responsible for anyone's feelings, but they feel that your light, the way you're living, the way you're, you know, moving about life is giving them, you know, feelings. They're trying to hide it, but I feel like too much is going to be exposed between now and September. I'm getting this energy of envy. They think you have everything. They want to be like you. And I had done a reading, I think in my, not my last reading, my reading before that. I believe it was a full moon reading, or no, a new moon reading in Leo about this energy of wanting to kind of mimic you or become like you, or they wanted to be you or a better version of you. But they cannot compete. They cannot stand where you are. Now, with ominous and luck, I have the Five of Swords here. Be careful with this energy. I feel that between now and Mabon, you are going to be receiving some type of good news, and this is going to kind of like expose this person and trying to want to like have some type of conflict with you. You're going to have to keep whatever blessings or good news private or celebrate privately, because this person will take the opportunity to destroy that or to let it backfire. I'm going to pull an extra card on this. Like, they will scheme something to make it that whatever you are getting is going to be the last. All right, with the Five of Swords, I have the Hierophant here. So there's definitely going to be some type of, what's the word I just had in my head? Institution coming your way. I do see some type of increase when it comes to the finances. So you could be getting some type of promotion. You could be getting you could be getting this person's dream job, but you're more qualified to do it. And I see that's where the Five of Swords will come in. They would try to plan to muck up your reputation so that way you don't get this promotion or this job or position. I'm also being told that with the Hierophant, once you create whatever ritual or spell or instruction on how to protect yourself, you must follow through. Like the Hierophant is like, you need to create a spiritual routine for yourself between now and Mabon and so forth. You have to be dedicated to protecting your energy for these next couple of weeks. So that way, I kind of feel like this energy of the divine starts building up more, or your army becomes a little bit more stronger or built up in numbers to deal with this entity. So like for some of you, again, whatever, small or big, you must be consistent in your rituals. You must be consistent in your protection. You must be consistent in your practice. When you do that, you begin to harvest a discipline and the power that you need and the power that your divine team needs in order to remove this entity. At the bottom of the deck, I don't usually do this, but Spirit is telling me to do it. I have the World card here. So there is, at least by Mabon, there is going to be a closure of this energy that has been bothering you and attacking you. Spirit is going to be closing the gates. Oh wow, like I just took a peek behind the world and I have the devil. Let me leave these out here. Like Spirit is going to be closing the gates of hell behind this demon or this entity that has been attacking you or attacking your family or attacking your living situation. Whatever the case is, the divine is going to be closing this portal against this ancient evil. Now, with that said, let's wrap up this reading. And yeah, like I said, I do see that you'll be receiving some type of financial increase, or at least your money is going to become sturdy again or stable during the fall season. Able to harvest your coins a little more easier. All right, first card I have is the Libra. So I do see that this end of the cycle is going to probably be more stronger during Libra season. So again, that's kind of like towards the end of September going into October. That's when we're entering Mabon, a little bit more into the fall season. So with this Libra card here, there's definitely going to be a lot of balance restored in your life, especially when it comes to your protection. I do see not only with your finances and your spiritual energy, your living situation, relationships as well are coming into a balance towards the beginning of Mabon and going into the rest of the fall season. And then the last card I have is the Fight. So this card specifically, I'm being told, like, there are specific battles that you cannot fight, that you must give it to the divine. And like I said, for some of you, there is an ancient evil that has been watching you that you cannot fight. You have to surrender this one to the divine. Divine is going to specifically ask for you to focus on protecting your energy and strengthening your intuitive power. Let them deal with the fighting and the slashing and the punching and all of that. And then for some of you, you are kind of being told to also strengthen your spiritual authority with this fight card here. Each and every one of us does have spiritual authority. We just need to know how to activate it and enact it. So ask for permission or instruction on how to use your spiritual authority against whatever entity or malicious energies that are being sent to you, because you do have the power to remove them all. And the divine and your divine team has the power to remove any and all evil and situations that have been plaguing you. You also have the permission to remove the person who has been doing harm and sending you harm or harassment. But make sure that you say, like, remove this person without any harm. You don't want to be in that same energy as them. Tempting, like, I'm pretty sure some of you are like, oh, like they should be getting their comeuppance. No. Tell Spirit, remove them from my energy, break their connection to me without any harm done, or as you see fit. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more insights and messages. I would definitely appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. And thank you to the new and current viewers and subscribers for coming back to my channel to hear my readings. I hope my messages are giving you the insight, clarity, and answers that you need. And if you feel that this reading did not resonate, no worries. Feel free to check out the other readings on my channel. There's definitely a message there for you. So my collective, you are going to be using this Lammas season, or Lammas, however you want to say it, the beginning of the harvest season, to harvest your strength and your protection back. Do not allow for this energy to harass you and hound you anymore. Do not allow people who have no good interest or best of heart for you to stick around your life anymore. You must get it together. You must by all means protect yourself, because someone is trying to get rid of you permanently and are giving themselves to whatever dark entity that is available. Things will be starting to get better as the weeks progress, and especially going into September, I do see a lot of energies by then will be balanced out. But be patient and be consistent in practicing your protection, your prayers, your meditation, your rituals on, defending and protecting your energy. Consistency is going to be key. Consistency is key, and you shall be rewarded for it. Because remember, we do have this luck card here, so there is abundance on your way. But again, be consistent on protecting yourself. And with that said, stay safe and have a good day.